Hello. You may not have found me yet. I'm taking a moment to see if anybody finds me. I can't see myself. I have no idea what's going on. How bizarro. Well, oh, some of you found me. Yay, someone's found me. Maybe another person or two. All right. Well, I'm going to get started because of course this is just the perfect thing to happen today with my theme. Maybe I don't know. Can you see me? Who knows? Today's theme was basically about moving on to chapter 3. Hey, somebody else found me. Welcome. So, in chapter 3, which we'll start with today, Arjun begins by saying to Krishna. So, Krishna has just, in chapter 2, started expounding some elements of yoga. And Krishna is speaking at a level that Arjun may not be ready for. Arjun is a warrior who's all about action and specific action, because wrong action could cause him or others their lives. So Arjun starts chapter 3. O Krishna, if you deem knowing, so all the theory that Krishna has just talked about in chapter 2, that's what Arjun's referring to. Arjun says, O Krishna, if you deem knowing superior to action, then why do you counsel that I take terrible action, long-haired one? You confuse my intellect with seemingly contradicting words, so speak for certain the one way by which I may reach the best ends. So this is very typical of many of us, especially if we are inclined toward the path spelled out in chapter 3, which we'll go into more detail about in the next couple of days. Arjun is a man of action. So he's got enough theory now he wants to do, but he wants to do everything the right way. And it's great that he's having this as a dialogue with Krishna. It reflects us. Many of us have a need to feel like we are doing things the one right way. And this plays out in many aspects of our lives. For example, religion. Right now, we're in the middle of a Ramadan and Lent, and Holi just happened yesterday, and Palm Sunday just happened a couple of days ago, and Easter is coming up. And then I reflect upon the world and how much fighting there is over religious beliefs, because everybody's convinced, well, not everybody, many people are convinced that their way is the one right way and everybody else is wrong. And look at the havoc that plays in our world. And on a smaller scale, we might do this every day. Like I have a way of doing dishes and my partner has another way of doing dishes. What's the one right way? We've agreed to just let each other, hey, whoever does the dishes, it's their way, no problem. Sometimes we need someone to stand up to us, though, to examine our ways. And what's interesting is when somebody stands up to us about something we believe very firmly, we tend to reject or even just tune them out. We're not listening. At the start of chapter 2, Krishna challenges Arjuna and says, you seem to be speaking wise words, but I had an experience when I was younger, a couple decades younger, of trying to explain the religion I was brought up in, Catholicism, to somebody, a good friend who was Jewish. And as I explained some of the basic tenets, I went, oh, when I say them out loud to somebody who doesn't know about them, some of them sound a little odd. And then I really started reflecting on what is it I was led to believe. This is the value of dialogue, respectful dialogue. I mean, the setting was non-confrontational. I was just explaining myself and I heard my own words. What is it that I am believing? I encourage you today to find it within what you think is the one right way. Like, for example, I'm a little upset because my one right way of doing this YouTube video is that you could see me, especially today because it's raining and it's blowing and it's going to be a festival of challenge outside. Oh, nobody will realize my woes. And as I say that, I'm like, well, is this about you realizing my woes? No. So I encourage you today, I'm dedicating my practice today to any adversary. And what I mean by that is somebody who's seeing the world in a way that I think is not the one right way, and being open to perceiving their views, like the computer and YouTube, thinking that today it's not a good idea for me to be on screen. Well, the heck with you. Oh, let me reflect on that. I encourage you when we get to our meditation to reflect on an adversary, someone you might consider an adversary. And can you come to them with an open heart and have a dialogue and learn from that? And it could be a piece of technology. So, for example, Krishna is never going to tell Arjun the one best way, but Arjun, by talking through all his hard core beliefs, realizes his one best way at the end of the Gita. So, this is really about helping yourself when you start dialoguing with somebody who doesn't see things the way you do. So I'm dedicating this to all my adversaries, however they may manifest. May you dedicate to yours too. And yours aren't going to be the same as mine, and that's okay. All right, I'm heading out. I have to keep the door shut today because the rain is blowing in on the tech. If I don't, like I said, I don't know if you can see me, but I will stand on one foot, knock on the door when I switch feet, and then I'll come back, of course, for the meditation and try to keep the cat in line. I can do it. All right, let's start our balance pose. All righty, timer time. I might have to keep this inside because of the rain. Let's do this. Hopefully, I'll hear it when it goes off in 5. I invite you to really consider today your hardcore beliefs and who you can have a dialogue that won't necessarily agree with you, but may provide some insight, who you can dialogue with about those today or soon. Computer, you and I will be dialoguing later. All right, see you in 5. You too, kitty. Get away from that, Oliver. Thank you. Stay in. I know. Meow meow. Welcome back. Ah, as I was out there, I realized that one of my deepest held beliefs is that if everything has to go my way, because my way is the best way. And when things don't go my way, ah, and I was dialoguing already with my friend, the universe, and my other friend, technology, who is helping me to see that my way is not always the right way. So I'm very grateful for that. Thank you, my friends, all of you, and my adversaries, all of you. And I hope to see you, and I mean really see you tomorrow. Until then.